What's up guys, it is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Sanad, and today guys I want to review the 2010 Spanish/Mexican co-produced film by Alejandro González Iñárritu, which is Biutiful. And Biutiful guys is a drama that focuses on the story of this man named Uxbal, who is played by Javier Bardem. And Javier Bardem's character Uxbal is a medium who, in the beginning of the movie, he gives his grandfather's ring, which was given to his grandmother before he left for Mexico, and he gives it to his little girl, his beloved angel Ana, because it already has been established at the beginning of the movie that Uxbal was going to die. We don't know why yet, and then we transition to a scene in a snowfield where we see Uxbal and a young man, and we assume this young man to be some random stranger, but no, it's actually his father. And during the scene where he gives his little girl his grandfather's ring, which was given to his grandmother, and the scene in the snowfield where Uxbal explains how he hears these sounds that resembles a wind and a sea, and how it frightens him. And then we cut to the next scene where Uxbal is receiving blood test analysis and so many other tests, and we later learn that Uxbal has cancer and that he has 2 months to live, coupled with chemotherapy treatment. So Uxbal tries to cut all loose ends and to ensure that the safety and the security of his two little angels, his daughter Ana and his little boy Mateo, are secured and safe. And he wishes them to have a good, better life, a life he never had, because Uxbal and Tito grew up without knowing who their father was, and their mother died at a very young age, when they were in a very young age, and so they lived basically as orphans, and this has impacted Uxbal in a very big way. So Uxbal doesn't want to die so early, and he feels like he's betraying his kids to leave them at such a young age, and that it would really break his heart to see them go through the exact same scenario or the exact same life he had when he was an orphan. And that's the last thing he wants for his two little angels. And we learned that Uxbal has a wife or an ex-wife in Marambra. Marambra is his angel and his sweetheart, and they were very close ones. They were really a gem, and how Marambra still has feelings for Uxbal. And Uxbal is very conflicted because on the one hand he still loves her, and he's never met any woman like Marambra, because she will always be his angel and his queen, and Marambra really is a good person at heart. The problem is that Marambra has lived a lifestyle that includes drugs, alcohol, and she also has bipolar disorder, which I myself have, and Marambra has issues dealing with her emotions, because bipolar disorder, your mood switches between happy and sad to extreme ways, and there's no way to really balance that out. And now, while I myself have a bit of balance, not so much, Marambra can't handle what people say or do to her, especially late in the movie, how things become more intense and more emotional. Marambra's state of mind really isn't that of the normal person, and she really is a good person, like I said, but her emotional distress is a liability to their children, and it's something that is conflicting Uxbal to reunite with her and to reconnect the love they once had. And he really does love her. It's just a lot of things are happening all at once. He really can't risk that, especially since their children, their two little angels, come first. I mentioned before that Uxbal is a medium who communicates with the dead after they passed on to the afterlife, and this is a gift which has been passed on to him. And there are so few mediums now especially in Barcelona, I believe, is where the movie takes place. And Uxbal uses this gift wisely to help others who have gone through loss. It's really sad because while Uxbal is giving closure or comfort to the families who lost their loved ones by talking with their deceased loved one, he himself is dying, and how his entire life has led to this point where he questions himself, what have I done that was wrong? Is this my punishment by God, or is this me being punished for what? What did I do exactly? While Uxbal sees himself as a victim, he is no saint, but I don't think any man or woman deserves this fate. It's really sad, to be honest, guys, because just like what Uxbal had expressed, why is this happening to him? I've had those moments as well, and it's really heartbreaking that he would have to leave his children behind without a father, especially since they will have no mother, considering her state of mind. And besides Uxbal working as a medium, you also have him and his brother Tito, who are trying to build new homes for illegal immigrants. That includes Chinese and African citizens who come over to, I believe, the movie set in Spain, so they can have a better life for them and their families. Among the illegal immigrants who Uxbal provides a home for, you had this African couple, a young African couple, one of who is a girl named Iggy, and she has a little boy, Samuel. And when Iggy's boyfriend gets deported back to Africa, some part in Africa, she has no one to count on financially, and she has no way to make any money, especially since she wishes to go back home, but her boyfriend pleads her to stay because they can't find any work back in their motherland. Iggy is very disheartened because she doesn't want to stay in Spain, and she doesn't want to raise her child there. She wants to be with her man, and she wants to be back at her home, even though there's no way they could survive. So this is her only chance in Spain to live a life with their little boy. The main priority in Uxbal's mind has always been Matthew and Anna, his two little children, and the movie really is a tough watch at times, guys. I mean, it's a very fulfilling watch, don't get me wrong. It's 2 hours and a half, the movie, but it's a journey which really is very transcending. It really is a movie that will leave an impact on you, especially after you watch it and everything that transpires in the film. And Uxbal's journey is something I really found very powerful and very inspiring, because Uxbal's a man who's gone through such a traumatic experience growing up, along with his brother, and how he fell in love with a lovely wife, Marambra, before that fell apart, and all he has left is his two kids. And this kind of life really is a journey that will change you, whether for better or worse. And the last thing he ever wants is for his children to be orphaned, just like he was. And it's very understandable to see how he's scared, not just because he isn't ready to die, but because he doesn't want to leave his children behind, especially at such a young age. Alejandro González Iñárritu's Biutiful is a very beautiful, no pun intended, film that is a family drama, and it's a story that is both inspiring and something that I feel personally you guys will find to be a fulfilling journey, especially when you go on to this 2 hour and a half journey with Uxbal, and how he tries his best to give his kids the best life they could ask for, even though it will never happen, considering that he's going to die, he's going to leave them behind. But that's life, I guess. Life can beat you down, and can really always give you the middle finger, and you have to always look to the positives, I guess. And I am not someone who looks to the positivity in life, but it's always good to not be clouded by negativity like I am, and to look for the beautiful, positive parts of the world. And that's something we can all hold on to, the beautiful, good bits of the world, because as ugly and unfair as the world is, and how even if you are a God-fearing man or woman, and you do believe in God wholeheartedly, and yet you are punished for something you feel like you didn't deserve, you have to always find a reason to live, a reason to fight and endure and survive, and that's just all you can do. And Uxbal represents everything that human beings go through in life, both the good and bad moments, and this is truly a magnificent story I love so much. And now, while it can be a boring film for some because it's 2 hours long and it's a drama that has barely any action at all, and it's something I think will take you time to get engrossed in and for you to understand. I do highly recommend you guys watch Alejandro González Iñárritu's Biutiful. It's a really beautiful drama and has such amazing acting from everyone, especially Javier Bardem, who is nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor, and he deserves that nomination. And it's a movie I believe will leave a huge impact on you guys and something you won't forget anytime soon. And that's my review to Alejandro González Iñárritu's Biutiful. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and do check out my gaming channel where I do a Let's Play series, gaming content, all that kind of good stuff. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.